I think it's pretty apparent at this point that my channel's very tech forward, and I have a lot of stuff that I need to keep charged, like, all the time. There's my electric rideables, if I'm out filming a video, testing something, or if I take an electric rideable with me out camping with the car and my campsite doesn't have electrical service. And of course my EDC has all kinds of tech in it. And Hansshow offered to send me out this inverter to review, so I thought, why not? Since one of my Model 3's biggest weaknesses is that it doesn't actually have any AC output capability. The inverter's only 200 watts, but the barrel jack in my Tesla actually caps out less than that. You can only pull about 150 watts, give or take, from the Model 3 sustained. It's got two AC outlets on it. My favorite part, they're not stacked vertically, they're actually horizontal. I hate when power bars stack the outlets vertically. Oh, it's so annoying. So thank you, Hansshow, for designing it so that I can actually plug in bulky power bricks and not have to fight for which one gets the outlet. Tesla's, at least my Model 3, is very finicky when it comes to what inverter you can use, because the barrel plug outlet on it actually peaks at 16 volts, which a lot of inverters don't like. I've actually bought one in the past for my Model 3 and it wouldn't work. I don't know why Teslas are built like that, but you can see on this inverter's display that it's actually reading over 15 volts, almost 16. And with this display, I actually kind of wish that they'd also show what kind of power is actually being drawn, but as far as I can tell, it only shows the voltage. Oh yeah, so this thing has USB ports on it, by the way. 3 USB-A, one with quick charge, and 1 USB-C, which goes up to 30 watts. Now, I do wish that that USB-C port would go up to 45 watts, preferably even 65 watts. A lot of my tech supports fast charging up to like 80 watts or more. Like my ROG Ally, while running in turbo mode, that thing is running at a 35 watt TDP, so 30 watts ain't gonna cut it charging that up while it's running. It's gonna burn through power faster than it can charge. I'm better off just plugging it into the AC port and suffering losses from the conversion. If you were asking for my opinion, I would say maybe drop 2 of the USB-A ports and have 2 USB-C ports instead, with a combined peak wattage of 45 watts, either from a single outlet if only one device is plugged in, or split between 2 if you have 2 things plugged in. This inverter also gets loud while it's supplying AC, like obscenely loud for such a small 200 watt inverter. Just listen to this. Now, when it comes to actually charging my electric rideable batteries, there's not much I can really do here. I'm very limited with the amount of wattage I can actually pull from the Tesla with this inverter. This is more a limitation with the Tesla itself. Like with my skate packing board, I have 3 to 4 batteries that I usually charge in parallel, but the 150 watt max sustained output of my barrel plug means I can only charge one of them at a time, and even then, that's pushing it to its limit. But aside from that, admittedly niche use case, I actually do think this inverter is going to be really handy for me and the wifey's next road trip when we go out to Halifax or maybe out west, because both of us have a lot of tech and the Tesla only has a couple USB ports up front. And for those of you who have watched some of my more recent videos, you'll know that my Tesla Model 3 is going bye-bye in favor of the Rivian R2 when the time comes. But the Rivian R2 actually won't have a 12 volt outlet, near as far as I can tell. But what will, however, is both the Slate truck and the Aptera. So this will be moved to one of those, and after all, this is just a normal inverter. This isn't specific to a Tesla. You could plug this into any 12 volt. You can see here it's plugged into my All Powers power station, and I'm pulling power off of it. So summed up, I think this is really useful to have if you're doing a long road trip and you have a lot of tech. This thing seems a little expensive to me, and it's very noisy, so I'll leave it to you if you think it's worth it to pick one up yourself. I will link it down below, and I do have a code that they gave me 20% off. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about unconventional electric adventuring, including risking blowing a fuse in my expensive ass EV, so make sure you're subscribed if you're into that shit.